one loves person two. Guess what? Shenanigans ensue. Person one hates person two. Guess what? Still shenanigans ensue. Person one fake dates person two. Guess what? You guessed it. Shenanigans ensue. Co-host one reports a co-host two. The name of the show? Shenanigans ensue. Yeah.
Hello, I'm Jasmine.
And I'm Jane, and welcome to Shenanigans Ensue.
A podcast where who doesn't like hot chocolate?
Me.
Okay, Ebenezer.
Do you know what's so funny about that, though? Is that obviously because I have Southern Hemisphere summer Christmases, I don't associate hot chocolate with Christmas at all.
Oh, yeah.
But I do love it.
I know, I always forget that my Southern Hemisphere friends associate Christmas with mimosas. And for me, I'm like, what? Oh, yes. Yes, of course.
Each episode will watch a rom-com and discuss its merits as a member of the rom-com genre.
We'll cover while we're in classics, hidden gems, and everything in between.
We'll give you our unsolicited opinion on every trope, caper, and flim-flam the film used, or maybe abused.
And of course, the shenanigans.
The maybe abused wasn't pointed at all.
Okay, so usually when I laugh at that part is because I'm pissed at the movie. I'm not pissed at this movie. I just want everyone to understand that we've done something very special, which is that for the entirety of the podcast's history, Jane and I have been desperate to do a Hallmark movie, but they have them hidden behind their own paywall subscription.
Yeah, which is not available in South Africa.
So we haven't been able to do them, which is devastating until
Dun, dun, dun.
I Googled Hallmark movies, and it turns out some of the production companies that film them have negotiated rights so that they can play them on their own channels on YouTube. You heard that right, folks. You too can watch Hallmark movies with way too many commercials on YouTube.
Which is wild because I didn't get a single commercial in mine. Also, when I was looking up the cast list, and it turns out we could have watched this on Netflix, because for some reason Netflix also negotiated licensing on this.
Oh.
Even though it's not a Netflix original movie.
I wonder.
I don't know.
Who knows? It probably wasn't even going to be available in the US because nothing that's available for you is available for me.
Oh, right.
And vice versa. The point being that we finally got to do a Hallmark movie, y'all, and it's great.
Yes! And the name of that movie is Angel Falls Christmas. A multi-layered on-the-nose title for reasons we'll get into
As
very
are
soon.
every Hallmark movie.
I'm so dead. I'm deceased. This movie, just from the name.
It's too much.
And what shocked both of us,
Yep, guess who's in this?
Chad frickin' Michael Murray is in this Hallmark movie.
Out here slumming it, except he's so great in it.
So much sincerity in this performance. Like,
I don't know
what
that
the
I've
heck?
ever seen this much sincerity in a campy Christmas film.
It was wild. It reminded me the kind of sincerity that he was going for was a little bit giving Hot Frosty, with just like how sincere and innocently it was played.
Yeah.
It took me so long to recover. I actually don't think I fully recovered about the fact that Chad Michael Murray is in this.
It's crazy. Also, is her name Jane Luck?
Sorry?
Maureen?
Oh, Maureen Jane Luck, I think.
Yeah, I recognize her face.
Oh, yeah?
She is in a lot of things, typically as a secondary character. And what a delight. Hey, girl.
She's wonderful.
We see you.
I think we need to see your love story that went a bit awry.
Truly.
And then, while we're on weird casting stuff, I recognize Josh, played by David Reel, and I went to go look up his IMDb, and he was in Suits, playing Josh, and uncredited as Glenn Coco in Mean Girls.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
We found Glenn Coco.
We found him.
You go, Glenn Coco. I can't. I'm beside myself right now.
It was just such a missed opportunity. We have Chad Michael Murray's character eating a candy cane. We really needed to see Josh eating a candy cane in this. Missed opportunity.
Incredible. Okay, so before we go off on too many tangents.
Whoops.
No, please. I just want to make sure that people understand because I feel like we're burying the lead on the aptly named Angel Falls.
We are very much. The lead is hidden under a mountain of other stuff. Let's focus up and get to that plot synopsis.
All right, back to business. Adman Josh breaks up with Dr. Allie because he feels their priorities don't align.
To prove him wrong, Ali decides to make a list of holiday-themed activities to complete before Christmas.
She finds an unexpected helper in barista Gabe.
Shenanigans ensue.
No one's surprised that he's Gabriel.
No, I didn't even bat an eye.
Angel Falls has fallen angel Gabriel.
So dumb. The thing that I was also getting at with the multi-layered stuff is you could argue he falls as well because he starts to lose his powers because he starts using them for selfish reasons. So it's his fall too.
Oh, because this angel has fallen in love.
With the human he's supposed to be helping.
It's so funny. I literally was talking about this with a friend not 30 minutes ago, that it's funny to me when films and television have their quote unquote small towns.
Yeah.
But their small towns have like a rec center and a full mall and a community pool. And this one has a emergency room and a private practice and this
There's
festival.
so much going on. I'm so glad you're bringing this up because I was like, I'm going to need a population size of this quote small town. There are too many people for it to be the small town that it's purporting to be.
Correct. And like, it's a small town that manages to sustain generations of doctor. Like, she
Right.
didn't go elsewhere.
No.
This isn't a thing. Like, this isn't how doctors work. Like, you don't get to just work at the same hospital your dad worked at. You have to like accept whatever residency you're given.
Yeah.
And then you're there for a long time. And then what? There was suddenly an opening in the same hospital in her hometown that she got to
Wild.
come back. Like, none of this makes any sense.
None of it. Also, can we talk about the fact that it subverted our expectations so quickly
Yep.
with this random angel love triangle? Because both of us went into this being like, okay, obviously he's an angel.
We're falling in love with an angel.
Duh.
Nope.
What we didn't account for is that no.
She had a boyfriend the whole time.
And the whole point is to actually get them back together. But Gabe throws a spanner into the works by falling in love with Ali. Like, this was not on my bingo card for the predictability of this movie.
Yeah.
At all.
It truly goes not at all where you think it's gonna go.
No.
And also covers so much ground. Like, they do so much, and it's an hour and 20 minutes. Unbelievable work, you guys. The efficiency.
I won't get over this.
There's like a B plot and everything. I
Yes.
can't. I don't know how.
And there's so much like trauma unpacking that's happening on several characters, not just Ali. What's going on? There's so many side characters.
Yeah, okay. And so to really like round it out, let's go over these tropes so you can understand how much they fit into an hour 20. We've got best friends. We've got mini montages. We have a meet cute. We've got not just a love triangle, but an angel love triangle. Okay, we talked about this in How to Win a Date with Tad Hamilton, but they do the macho, like, I'm gonna outguy you,
Yeah.
but the challenge is making a wreath in 30 seconds or less. Unbelievable machismo moment for the angel and Josh. We've got mistaken identity, and we've got a fake out kiss.
Can't deal. Where do you want to start?
I sincerely love this best friend.
Yes.
She's so great. So Allie works at the hospital in the emergency room, and I guess her fellow emergency room doctor is her bestie. And she's just like giving the whole time.
Dawn is great.
Okay, Dawn, thank you. I was like, Dawn is a queen. Please don't waste her time. She has a Cuban sandwich waiting for her in the break room. She has 15 minutes to eat it. Okay?
But she can still listen to you because she knows you're going through it, but she has her priorities straight.
Yeah. So hurry so she can unpack it as quickly as possible. And we even give Josh, like, it's not quite a bestie, it's his brother. So, yes, also bestie. But it's a really sweet side plot that they build into it. They did not need to do all of the extra work to make him, like, the savior of his family when his brother had a kid quite young. Like, all of that was extremely unnecessary. But we like it. It's sweet. It builds his character up a bit more because we're spending so much time with Allie.
Yeah.
So I appreciate the work.
It gives some texture to him. It's someone else for him to talk to. It was cute to see him with his niece, but Dawn is a queen.
An excuse to add a kid into the mix.
Yeah, we need a kid. Oh, I should have added precocious child.
Oh, yeah, she's pretty precocious. She's cute.
Yeah, although we don't see all that much of her, which is probably why I overlooked it.
Yeah. She's not like the actual child of.
Yeah.
Which is usually the case for that one.
Yeah.
What do you want to talk about?
I want to talk about the fake out kiss.
Please.
Because how we got to that point was also so unhinged. So on Addie's list, she wants to go caroling, but the caroling gets cancelled because of the snow, and Gabe's powers have stopped working. So he couldn't stop the snow. So then he takes her to like this Christmas karaoke bar. Again, the optics of this town. How big are we?
I don't know.
Anyway, he signs her up because he has an in with the guitarist. While she's singing, he's accompanying her on the guitar. Why is she singing right up in his face? The song doesn't lend itself to it at all. She has to literally bend over to like get into his face. It was so awkward.
Also, just the audacity of like him previously saying, yeah, I can play the harp. And she's like, okay, he plays harp. And then to get up there and be like, you have to come up with me. They have a guitar, play that.
Yeah.
And she says, yeah, they both have strings.
That's not how instruments work. I wrote it down in all caps. A guitar and a harp is not the same thing, even with strings. It's just not. So I played the flute when I was in high school, and my friend was like teaching me how to use the saxophone. Now, yes, the skill transfers quicker because there's some overlap, but there's nowhere in hell I would just be able to wing it without any practice.
Yeah. Also, like, one is a woodwind and one is a reed. You'd be much better served trying to teach the oboe player. At least that's kind of in the same family.
I'm not sure what the string situation is on the harp. There's a lot more. And then the frets on the guitar.
Because a harp has a different string for every single thing.
Exactly.
You're not adjusting the string sounds. You have to know where the strings are on the whole entire instrument.
It's not happening. Anyway, that aside, then getting up all close in his face. I can't remember what song they were singing.
Angels, the angel song, because Angel Falls. Hark the herald angels sing. That's it.
No, I don't think it was that one, was it?
Yeah, because she said angels over and over again.
Oh,
Hark the
really?
herald angels sing.
Okay.
Right?
I don't know.
Yeah. It was angels. I took note of it because I was like, really?
If it wasn't, it should be.
He signed you up for the angel song? Cool.
Then the girl who's hosting the karaoke, like, just pops up between them, shoves them apart, and she's like, all right, give it up for Allie and her guitarist.
And then you come to find out later that Gabe is like the mentee angel. He's like learning. And his mentor is Maureen.
Slay
and Maureen's in
Maureen.
the audience and she is
She's furious.
intense.
And the girl who broke up the kiss,
Spoiler alert.
yeah, she's also an angel and she's Gabe's new mentee.
This was her first day out, and she got put on babysitting duty because she had to make sure that they weren't gonna smooch. Unbelievable.
Also, that's a lot for her on the first day on the job, like talking to all these humans, running the event, making sure the two of them don't kiss.
She killed it.
Oh, yeah.
Hosting an open mic, that's a lot.
That is a lot. Good for her.
I kind of want to, like, yes, meet cute, but also all of the jobs these guys have.
So many jobs.
Because the meet cute is kind of, like, attached to all of the jobs. It starts with them doing volunteer work at the very beginning, the two angels.
Yeah.
And then when Josh and Allie are in the restaurant, after like a really beautiful getting to know them, their relationship is great thing, we go immediately to a restaurant and they break up. And I clocked it in at like minute 9. We have a breakup. Incredible work.
Damn.
So as soon as that happens, Maureen shows up and that's the waitress. Surprise. And she's like, "You're going to go ice skating? Huh? Huh?"
The obsession with ice skating in this movie as well.
Truly. And she doesn't go ice skating. She is devastated. The next day, Allie and Dawn go ice skating together. And then, oop, who's that? Maureen, she works there too. Oop, who's that? Gabe works here also.
They're working everywhere.
They work everywhere. And then she goes to the coffee shop that she enjoys the next day. And Chad Michael Murray fully jump scares her because he works there too.
He pops out from behind the counter.
He jump scared me.
Chad Michael Murray!
Yep. We keep doing that. We keep saying his full government name, and I just want to
know.
call him Chad. Oop, Chad. Oop, there he is. Oop, it's Chad again.
Somehow, just to call him Chad is like he's just some other Chad. Like, no offense to the Chads out there, but you know you have a reputation.
No, full offense on my part.
I want to talk about the first of the meet cutes, which is after Ali has like written her list. She's gonna go do her Christmas thing to prove Josh wrong. And the messy wind blows it out of her hands. She goes like running after it and it lands on Gabe. And Gabe's like, "Oh, I believe this is yours."
She's literally going through a breakup. She's writing down this Christmas stuff with Dawn so that she has like something to focus on during the holidays as she goes through this breakup.
Yeah.
All makes sense. But then she gets wildly competitive about it because she decides in her twisted logic, Josh has broken up with you because you keep prioritizing work over quality time with family and he wants you to prioritize him.
Yeah.
And so your response to that is, "I'm going to prove him wrong. Let me write a list of Christmas activities and I'm going to do all of them before Christmas in like 3 days."
She's very type A.
That'll show him.
Because what's important to him is Christmas.
No.
Not prioritizing me and my family. I'm not Christmassy enough for him.
No, his love language is quality time, girl.
Girl, get with it.
He's pissed off that you took extra shifts in the ER after taking her promotion.
Yeah. And the fact that you offered to help out a former colleague on Christmas Eve because he has kids.
Mm-hmm.
That's why he's upset.
Oh, no.
This also goes to show just what a supportive friend Dawn is,
Mhm.
because it is kind of crazy that she's immediately broken up. She's just met this guy. She's now spending all this time with him to complete a Christmas list, which is kind of for Josh's sake. Girl is spiraling, like, from the outside. And Dawn is just there for her.
Yeah, she's so sweet. She's so sweet with everyone.
Yeah.
Dawn could totally do that Angel gig.
Absolutely.
I nominate Dawn for Angel.
She's good with boundaries, so she won't run into the same trouble.
Oh my gosh, the
that
boundaries.
Gabe did.
Ah, not
It's
even
so
Gabe.
important.
Allie too. Allie has no idea how to give someone a boundary.
Absolutely none.
I love that they addressed it later, her neighbor Bernadette and everything, but like, girl.
Well, I feel like we talked about the angel love triangle a bit. So, if you're ready,
Oh yeah, you want to move on to the shenanigans.
shenanigans.
Okay, shenanigans. I really appreciate they managed to so efficiently show everybody's little story beats as quickly as possible. Like, we start in hot with the angels. We learn about the town. We acknowledge that they're angels and that they have magic in the first couple of minutes. We meet Allie at the hospital. We meet her best friend. We meet her former boss and mentor who is retiring.
Yeah.
And then we meet Josh, who is a fantastic partner. It seems like their relationship is incredible. It's all so good. So all of that happens, and then we go to dinner, and it falls apart so spectacularly bad, like we said. Immediate breakup. She's not listening to him. He thought that the promotion was going to mean she'd have more free time, and she, in fact, filled all of the free time, and he's devastated.
Yeah.
The part that I really got a kick out of is, I'm not 100% certain if this is what they were going for, but he says, I wish you would see there was more to life than just work. And then the angel topper on the tree behind him twinkles. Which angel was that? Is that Gabe?
Yeah.
And then she says, and I wish you could see that there's more to work than just work, which is an insane thing to make somebody say. I don't know what the writers were thinking. And then the angel topper behind her lights up and goes crazy. And the next thing you know, Josh runs out and Maureen has showed up and she works there. Ooh, was that them all along?
What I was a bit confused about by this is like, did the angels know that they were going to break up? Because we see them in the very beginning. Were they just waiting to help someone in the town? Were they pre-given this assignment? Like, what happened in terms of the timeline of that?
Yeah.
Because the toppers didn't summon them, you know, which is like what would have made more sense to me.
I think that the idea is that the angels are sent to a place and essentially like, you'll know when you get there. You'll know how you're needed.
You'll be activated by an angel on a tree.
And your mission will be made very clear when you're there. Trust me. Don and Gabe had all of those conversations over and over again about what their mission was.
Yeah.
And like, as he starts to fall in love with her, he starts to change what he believes the mission to be.
Yeah.
So instead of trying to get them back together, he slowly is like, oh, no, I'm going to actually stay with her. I'm in love with her. I'm going to stay here.
This was my mission all along.
Yeah.
Because it's established that he's been working in the coffee shop for a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Already. So they've been there a while. I guess they're just waiting to see who needs their help or something.
So good.
I want to talk about right at the top how Dawn goes off to let Ali and her men chat to get them all eggnog. She comes back, everyone takes the eggnog, no one's drinking the eggnog, they all have to run off, the eggnog goes back to Dawn, Dawn puts the undrunk eggnog back down.
I did not clock any of that. I was not watching the cups. That's so funny.
There was so much prop stuff happening in this, so I had so much fun tracking all of it.
Oh my god.
We were talking about how they gave us a lot of information really quickly, like within the first 9 minutes we have a breakup. And it's because they do that very classic cheesy thing of like explicit exposition in the dialogue, being like, you're the best ER doctor that we've ever had, and we're so sad that you're going to be leaving. You know, saying everyone's relationships and saying everyone's job titles.
Yeah.
Very, very explicitly.
But they found a good way to do it because it was very much like, we zoom in to the hospital. Congratulations on your promotion, Allie. It's going to be devastating to not have you here in the ER anymore, but you'll just be 2 floors up. I know, but who's going to eat lunch with me every day? So best friends and a promotion, and she used to work in the ER. Okay, great. All established in 5 sentences. Incredible.
Ridiculous. Thankfully, they drop it
Right.
as the movie progresses.
No, but it was so quick. I think because we spent so much time with Allie at the beginning, and because the breakup happens, and because I thought she was just going to fall in love with Chad Michael Murray,
Yeah.
I was not prepared for as much time as we spent in the ad agency. This is the other one. Why does this small town have an ad agency?
Right. How big is this town? How many people are working in this ad agency? Where are these ad campaigns taking place? What is happening?
They have a corporate park. Like, they have this business district where the offices are kept. Maureen goes in for an interview to be like, I don't know, his secretary or something, because she has to have another job. And so she gets there and she's talking to him and she's nailing the interview. And then she realizes how tired he is because of the breakup and all the other stuff. And she's like, well, you know, I do have incredible attention to detail because I noticed that you put the athlete's foot ad in the dental floss folder and vice versa. And he was like, oh, what? And when he opens the folders, when I tell you the world's most generic photographs for the ad campaign, and whoop, there it is. It's not a good ad agency.
No. So how are they still in business? Because he's been working there for 7 or 8 years.
Truly. He's been working there for 7 or 8 years. He hates it. It's supposedly a stressful, high-intensity environment. Like, meanwhile, it seems very chill in that office.
It's very calm in that office.
I can't. That was so confusing to me.
Also, if she's leaving on Christmas Day, isn't he going to have some questions as to what happened to his assistant or whatever?
He doesn't have to. He quit.
Of course he
As far as he
quit.
knows, she still works there. He'll never know that she's not still there.
That's why the stakes are so high for them.
But she knew because of her assignment, she just needed to go in there, say, I kind of am a teacher. Ooh, he's always wanted to be a teacher.
And she's like, I guess you don't teach anymore.
Imagine
She's
that.
like, no, I still teach. Heavy subtext, I'm teaching you right now.
I can't.
Oh my word. Okay, I have to talk about the ice skating.
Or the lack thereof.
Yeah. First of all, I really thought there was going to be a bigger payoff with the ice skating because Maureen brings it up to Ali like, it's a beautiful night to go ice skating. And then when she's like with her friend and they're like, we're going to go ice skating. Let's ice skate with this new friend that we've made. And then when Maureen sees them, she's like, oh, I see you've decided to go ice skating. So there's all this build up with the ice skating. There is not a blade on ice at all in this movie. We just got to them on the rink, like going to the sides.
Literally just standing on the side of said rink talking.
There's no ice skating. They are just standing in boots. We don't see it because we see Ali leave awkwardly, making it try to seem like she's skating off, you know, like moving her legs.
No.
There's no ice skating happening.
They couldn't afford that. The insurance would have been too high.
So why make such a big thing about the freaking ice skating? There's so many other activities that you could do.
They do a lot of the other ones, Jane. They needed one outdoors.
Build a snowman or something. I don't know. Why are we doing non-ice skating? Ice skating. That broke me. Like, it physically broke me.
Oh, I almost forgot. In that same, like, time period where the meet cute happens because of the magical wind and the Christmas list, Chad Michael Murray makes a comment about Ali being the most determined woman he's ever met. That she would never give up on anything. He then also makes this incredible meta movie reference, very specifically in response to her saying, oh yeah, I'm getting into the Christmas spirit now, I'm learning, I want to be better or whatever. He's like, yeah, wow, it usually takes until the end of the movie for someone to learn that. And I was like, no, I can't. I have to go.
Why being so self-referential?
I can't. I love that so much. So dumb.
Okay, more prop stuff is Chad Michael Murray making this Christmas tree latte art for Ali because she doesn't want hot chocolate with candy canes and extra marshmallows. The way he makes such a meal out of an empty cup, an empty milk jug.
Yep.
Doing way more than is necessary.
Also, she's arrived at the coffee shop in the morning. She is here for caffeine. How dare you offer her a hot chocolate and then sass her about not wanting it?
It's so unnecessarily judgmental. Let the girl have a latte.
Crazy.
When Maureen later gives him a peppermint hot chocolate, which is very clearly empty.
It's giving Falling for Christmas when she had the empty hot chocolate.
That's what I thought of. The last instance that I will probably talk about is when Chad Michael Murray is making cookies, and then they do this very cute thing where they take all the cookies to the hospital.
It's really sweet.
It's very sweet.
No, I know what you're going to say, but they zoom in on Dawn sitting there with a cookie on her plate, mushing decorations onto her cookie with no icing. The kids have icing.
Why did they do her so dirty?
Dawn is just mushing objects. She's literally just squishing a marshmallow on top.
She's just packing sweets with absolutely no adhesive.
She's going in dry.
No raw icing, no chocolate, like no melted marshmallow, nothing. Some of them fall off. That took me out. I had to take a break. Because as Jasmine has said, the kids had icing, so why didn't someone give her something Or if that was going to be too much for continuity, just have her sit there.
Yeah, she's a doctor. She doesn't need to participate. She could just be helping one of the kids.
She's busy. She has patients or a sandwich waiting for her. She doesn't have time to make a cookie. Like, it's okay.
Okay, so since we talked about the cookies, I would like to backtrack to the making of the cookies.
Yes.
It makes perfect sense. She's not a baker. Busy career woman, workaholic. She doesn't cook. Not only does she not cook, she really doesn't have anything in the house. But here's where it gets really hairy. If you're going to make the character say, I don't even have the ingredients, go to the grocery store.
That's what I thought we were getting. I thought they were going to go have a cute little shop in the grocery store.
Or just have her have the ingredients. She went to the store earlier.
Yeah.
The fact that they then hard cut to the kitchen with Chad whipping something up in a bowl, and he's at the end of an explanation being like, yep, so after we've soaked the flaxseed and you do a little blending, you've got another binding agent that's very similar to eggs, which is true. This is a true fact.
Yeah.
But if this woman doesn't have eggs, she does not have flax seeds.
Yeah.
That's a crazy ingredient to have in your kitchen. And she literally says, I don't know why I have flax seeds, which made me feel a lot better. At least we addressed the stupid seeds.
Yeah, they tried to explain it away. Also, you can use vinegar as a substitute for up to one egg. And to me, it's more believable that she'd have vinegar in her house.
For up to one egg. Girl, that was dozens and dozens of cookies.
I thought she just needed one extra egg.
There's no way.
Also, she says, and this is, again, why I already thought we were going to the grocery store, because she's like, I have nothing. Meanwhile, as you said, they baked how many dozens of cookies? How does she have enough, like, flour, baking powder, sugar for all of these cookies?
The amount of cookies that were baked, that would require, like, in America, like 6 bags of flour.
You need a lot of flour. Like, I always have flour in the house because I'm a baker.
But not 6 bags.
Exactly. This is the point I'm getting to. If I bake Christmas cookies, best believe I'm going out on a shop because I'm going to need to stock up on several ingredients.
We didn't need to do any of that. Just say she already went to the grocery store.
Yeah.
Hey, Chad, help me get the groceries out the trunk. Have a little chat out there or whatever.
Yeah.
And make regular ass cookies.
Make some comment. I've never baked before. I hope I got everything I need. And then she can still run out of an egg if you want him to be helping, you know?
Yeah, that she doesn't have quite enough eggs and then you have to do like whatever, cream of tartar.
Bananas.
Can I just quickly say how relieved I was that she didn't get the horrendous pink Christmas tree?
Me too. I was stressed. I was really stressed.
Yep. I love the story.
Very cute.
The idea that a child had picked that.
Yeah.
If the parents take turns with the child picking a tree every year, mom likes the Charlie Brown trees and dad likes a perfect tree, and she always wanted the pink ugly thing. That's cute as hell.
That tracks.
I would hate that, but if I say that we all get to pick each year and it's your turn, you get to pick whatever you want. Fair is fair.
Yeah.
But
Absolutely.
thank God she didn't pick it as an adult. When she went around the corner and picked the tree before we heard the story, I was like, oh, hell no. This woman has no taste. Gotta go. Gotta get out of here.
I want to talk about the wreath making competition because
Wild.
what are the rules? What is happening?
Based on the explanation that they gave before, the woman was coming around like, we're about to do the wreath decorating competition. Anyone can enter. That's when he's like, yeah, Josh, you think you could take me in this wreath competition? And Josh is just like,
Well, it's usually just for the kids.
exactly. And so I think that like anyone's allowed to enter, but tradition dictates that like this is a stupid competition, so it's for babies.
The rules needed to be a little bit clearer for me on that one. But also the fact that this is where we fully establish that he's losing his powers because of how petulant he is.
He does get really childish. It's a very uncomfortable, but very funny.
And then he cuts himself and he's bleeding and he has to go like get that attended to by a medic.
They wrap it with way too much gauze. Like that cut did not need all that.
No,
but okay.
no. Sure. Although, to get to the first instance of him realizing his powers aren't working properly is when he tries to stop the snow. And the way they just mess with the weather in this too, with this magical like, because we get that right at the top where they're like, oh, I wonder when this delivery is going to arrive. And Maureen's like, I'm sure it will arrive any second now. Ding! then the arrival comes and then she does the same thing and stops the snow. So unclear as to how their powers work. They can just do everything.
They can do everything so long as it's selfless. That's what she said.
Yes.
But then he starts to try to do it because he wants to impress Allie because he's falling in love. Also, before the wreath making competition, the way he starts chatting shit at Josh is the funniest thing to me. He gets so bent out of shape over whatever that he ends up saying something like, yeah, you think you could take me? Like how you took that hill and broke your arm when you were 7?
Wild.
Just insane. Unhinged.
Yeah.
That was the point where I was like, oh no, you gotta go home. I don't know where that is for you, my guy, but you gotta go.
And Josh, the look of hurt that he gives Ali, where he's like, oh, you told him that? Reminder, she's known this guy about 5 days.
3. I think it's like 3 days.
Yeah. What a weird thing, first of all, to tell someone about your ex, apropos nothing. Ali's just like, no, I don't think that I did. Gabe didn't deserve a promotion after this showing, I'm just saying.
Mm-hmm. Weird.
Another way of him demonstrating knowing everything was when the neighbor comes over and she's like, ooh, I'll definitely be back for one of those cookies. And he's just like, definitely come over. And just to let you know, there are nuts in these cookies.
And she's like very specifically back, thank you, I'm allergic to walnuts.
Thank you so much for telling me, because people usually don't say when there are walnuts in something.
I cannot. Okay, so speaking of Bernadette, the neighbor, when we met her, I was like, Allie, girl, boundaries.
Yeah.
What are you doing? Why is your neighbor on your porch? Tell her to go away. Tell her she can't tell you shit about your decorations.
Yes.
Grow a backbone.
Why is your neighbor telling you that it's a finable offense
I don't
for
know.
not decorating properly?
I bet that this town exists in the same universe as the other Hallmark movie, Christmas on Candy Cane Lane, which is about a street of houses that compete with their holiday decorations, and then the decorations get stolen and it becomes a whodunit caper.
Oh no.
I can't wait to watch that one too.
Christmas can't happen without decoration.
So new in town, local cop who's just bought her first house comes in.
I can't wait.
They're in the same universe, I've decided. Oh, one of the mini montages with Bernadette was, this is shortly after the Christmas tree scene where they go find one, because Josh accidentally runs into Allie, like sees her from afar and sees her with the tree and sees Gabe and immediately says, oh, she's moved on already? Where'd she find this guy, clone ad? When they're in the house, I don't remember the context exactly, but I think there's like a little mini montage of Allie putting together more Christmas decorations, either outside, inside, whatever. And I just remember this very distinct moment of like watching the decorations being put together, something happening outside, Bernadette walking up and being like, do you need some help with that? And Allie just says, I got it. And before she even finishes, Bernadette's already walking away. Like she just left. She didn't say anything. It was just like, oh, you got it. Bye. I was going to ask if you wanted help, but I wasn't going to give it. Bye. She's out. My favorite moment of the mini montage.
Oh my word. That was when both Josh and Ali were on the struggle bus.
Oh, right.
Like Ali was struggling to set up the lights outside, and Josh was struggling with something and was scrunching up pieces of paper and running his hands through his hair.
I can't. The ads aren't that good.
So angsty.
Oh, right, because he had just gotten the dog clothing account.
Because this town has a booming population enough to support a whole canine apparel market as well.
Yeah, it's a town filled with entrepreneurs
So silly.
and their budding businesses. This is so funny. Okay, well, I am done.
Okay.
So that means it's time for Fun Fact Fail.
Fail.
It's fun.
For me, it's festive. The quality of the production was too distracting for me to give it a fun. But I will watch it again. But it lives in its own little world.
Oh, I will never watch this again, but it does exactly what a Hallmark holiday rom-com is supposed to do. Beat for beat, no notes. I don't think I'm improving upon the script. We did what we came to do. Amazing. And honestly, too, it does end extremely sweet.
Yeah.
We learn a few lessons all around. Gabe is brought back to Earth. He realizes he can't stay here, that he was never meant to be with Allie. And he realizes that what he was here to learn all along was what love is to the humans.
Yeah.
So that he can counsel people in the future on love.
Because now he understands it, because he's experienced heartbreak too. I don't know if they were trying to set up a sequel.
I hope so.
By like giving him a mentee. They didn't share like a pointed look, so I don't think they were introducing her as a love interest, but who knows?
I would love that so much. What I want is I want to go back to see that Josh and Allie's relationship is moving forward beautifully. Maybe it's a few years in the future and they've had their first kid and they've gotten married. And what I want is like Chad Michael Murray to be coaching that new mentee. And I want the story to be Dawn's rom-com. That's what I'm here for. She gets one next.
Fingers crossed that's what we get.
And also just like another banger for Maureen, who's like above it all, perfect. Very much the platonic ideal of an angel.
Yeah.
And at the end, she's like, yeah, I was in love once too. Heartbreak is hard. It was the early Bronze Age, Mesopotamia.
It was a different time.
And I just absolutely lost it.
I also want that story. Maureen is so great.
Please, I want that story too. So yeah, it does end really sweet. It ends with Allie. She creates some sort of payment plan with her old mentor and she takes the private practice. She no longer has to work crazy hours at the emergency room. She can work a regular schedule at the practice.
Which is what she really likes.
So she continues to be with patients instead of doing paperwork, and she gets to spend time with Josh's family. It's all very lovely and sweet. And then he gets down on one knee and proposes at the end.
Yeah.
All delightful. Sweet little ending. Thank you, Hallmark Channel.
Goodness.
So you know what time it is.
That means it's time for our favorite segment.
Favorite.
Give
me the cheese, please.
Please.
Oh, man. I'm ready.
Me too. Let's do it.
3, 2, 1.
Instant
Sweet
ramen
cheese
with
pierogi.
cheese. Oh.
Ooh. It's doing a lot of the same things.
Oh, I like that. Okay, where are we? This is after your birthday episode.
Okay, so I unfortunately don't remember what I did. Maybe I went first.
Okay, then I'll go first. I picked instant ramen with cheese. What? There's cheese in my instant ramen?
They do
what?
that.
Chad Michael Murray's in this Hallmark movie?
Yep, nailed it.
They do that, and it's actually really good. But it's not the first thing that you think of when you think of instant ramen. Like you don't, or at least I don't, associate cheese with it. But it is actually really good. If you haven't tried it, I suggest you do. Instant ramen is really good in its own way. It's not as involved or as true to real ramen where you have this broth that you are cooking for hours and hours and hours and the layering of all the different flavors and the amount of time that goes into preparing this dish. And so with the instant ramen, it serves its own purpose. It's satisfying. It's still super nostalgic.
It's a quick and dirty meal. Like this movie is a quick and dirty Christmas.
It's quick and dirty. The production value is not the same as other movies or other rom-coms. That's not to say it didn't satisfy a certain part of you that like wants that cheesiness, that wants that camp, but it's definitely a thing on of its own. That said, instant ramen still hits a particular nostalgia. Like I recently got some instant ramen at a Chinese supermarket that I ate a lot when I was living in New York, and it was just so nostalgic. It took me right back to my time there. And then the cheese, unexpected. I'm not mad at it. I wasn't mad to see Chad Michael Murray in this.
It is weird.
Why?
But I'm here for it.
Like, great. Love to see him. It's also not unexpected to see him in a rom-com. One of my favorite rom-coms. He's the lead, A Cinderella Story.
I'm surprised at how much of the film he was in, because I'm like, what's the budget here?
Right.
Is he making good money? Like, my understanding is that none of these films have very good budgets.
Yeah.
Unless they blew the budget on him. It's all Chad. All cash goes to Chad.
That's why Dawn couldn't get icing for her cookie. Or like, who does he owe a favor to? Is he just friends with these other actors and wanted to hang out?
Yeah.
I don't know. Anyway, that's why to me this movie is instant ramen with cheese.
So funny. So I went with sweet cheese pierogies. This is a dessert pierogi, but you could make a meal out of it. And that's what Hallmark did with this script. These are empty calories. None of this makes any sense. I'm not mad though. Maybe I'll put some sweet cherries on it. They're typically made with farmer's cheese. So that's like going to be a denser, higher protein cheese. And at the end of the day, we're learning some sweet little lessons. Maureen's got bangers at the beginning.
Yeah.
I didn't write the exact quote, but she says something like, worrying today doesn't take away the problems, only today's peace. And I was like, wow, okay.
She has so many. She could have a little quote book.
Truly, I was like, we're getting a lot of philosophy right now. Okay. All of these things, like, you have to look for the helpers, that Chad Michael Murray wasn't listening, and that's why he missed the job opportunity that she could have had. And like all these little things. I was just like, okay, bangers. We've made a meal out of this. We've learned some lessons. We had a lovely little bit of sweetness. We learned the most important thing is family. We learned that we have to be less of a workaholic. Incredible. We've done it all, and it was delightful to eat. Thank you so much, Hallmark Channel.
It's not the best thing you could eat, but it's certainly not the worst.
Period. That's why it is a sweet cheese pierogi. Well, there you have it. That was our discussion of Angel Falls Christmas.
You can't even say the title with a straight.
I can't. It's so stupid.
Let us know your thoughts on the movie, any shenanigans we may have missed, or what cheese you think it is.
You can follow us on Instagram at shenanigansensuepod, or you can email us at shenanigansensuepod@gmail.com.
We hope you'll join us next time, and until then, you are my family. Bye.
Bye. Cute.
Yeah.
Chad, what are we doing?
Yes, I feel like when we see him in stuff like this, he should be called Chad.
Yeah, that was the first thing I said, is like, he's slumming in this, he can go by his first name.
Usually we refer to the character names, but we fully called him Chad Michael Murray for 85% of this.
Who cares about Gabriel?